रेडी? देखो, पहले मैं आपको ना थोड़ा सा डीडीए के बारे में बताता हूँ। डीडीए का रिजल्ट आ गया और जिन बच्चों का डीडीए का हो गया है उनके लिए जो कंटेंट का जो क्राइटेरिया है, हालांकि एसएससी ये केसी काफ़ी यूज़फुल होती है, लेकिन डीडीए का लेवल हमेशा से अपग्रेड रहा है। जो कंटेंट डीडीए के अंदर आएगा उस कंटेंट को लेके कोई बहुत ज़्यादा इस मतलब स्ट्रिक्ट गाइडलाइन नहीं है कि ये कंटेंट तैयार कर लो तो डीडीए का एग्ज़ाम आपका जो है सेम कंटेंट मिल जाएगा। जैसे कि एसएससी एक पैटर्न फॉलो करती है केसी का, कैलाश चंद का, डीडीए ऐसा नहीं करता। मोस्टली एसएससी ने 90% पैटर्न फॉलो किया है। तो डीडीए कंटेंट का लेवल रैंडम हो सकता है। रैंडम होने का मतलब है कि एक तो जो कंटेंट मैं अभी आपको फिलहाल बोल रहा हूँ जो 2D का कंटेंट है, ये फैमिलियर कंटेंट नहीं है, डिफरेंट कंटेंट है। तो जो कॉमन वर्ड के पार्ट 2D का कंटेंट है आप इसको लेके स्टार्टअप बेस ये लेके चलेंगे। उसके बाद में एडिटोरियल, ओपिनियन और न्यूज़पेपर का कंटेंट, ये कंटेंट आप फोकस करेंगे। आप इसमें रैंडम कंटेंट फोकस कर सकते हो, आप ये उम्मीद नहीं कर सकते कि केसी से डायरेक्ट कंटेंट आ जाएगा। दूसरा, इसके अंदर स्पीड की फ्लक्चुएशंस 80 पे बिल्कुल नहीं आएगी। 90 प्लस, अगर आपका 80 का एग्जाम है तो 90 प्लस आपको लेके चलना पड़ेगा। तो ये मत सोचे कि आपका वहाँ पे 80 पे जाके 80 कन्वर्ट कर लेंगे, बिल्कुल भी नहीं होगा। वो आप बाद में शिकायत करते रहो कि नहीं उन्होंने 80 नहीं बोली, 80 बोलनी चाहिए थी, ऐसा नहीं होता। ये कंपटीशन है, जो बेस्ट लिखेगा वो अच्छा टाइप करेगा। आपने देखा होगा कि एग्ज़ाम का क्राइटेरिया लगातार टफ होता जा रहा है। टाइपिंग के भी जो एग्ज़ाम होते थे पहले, आपको बहुत सारी फैमिलिटी के साथ कंटेंट अवेलेबल होता था, मतलब वो हाईलाइटर भी देते थे। वो क्या करते थे, स्टॉक काउंट करते थे। अब क्राइटेरिया धीरे धीरे वर्ड पे काउंट होता जा रहा है और वर्डों का कॉम्बिनेशन बनाया जा रहा है 12, 18 या 8 प्लस कैरेक्टर को मिला के। पहले वर्ड कॉम्बिनेशन बनता था 5-7 को लेके। तो टफेस्ट लेवल आपके पास में आ रहा है एग्जाम को फेस करने के लिए। तो यहाँ पे जो क्राइटेरिया रहेगा 90 प्लस वाला बच्चा क्वालिफाई करेगा। एक्यूरेसी आपकी 98, 97 के आसपास रहनी चाहिए यहाँ पे। तो जो फिलहाल जो कंटेंट है ये काफ़ी अच्छा कंटेंट है, उसके पर्पज़ से भी है, डीडी के पर्पज़ से। बाकी मैं 5 तारीख से प्रॉपर बैच डीडी के नाम से ही लूँगा, जिसमें मैं कंटेंट आपको डीडी के पर्पज़ से ही तैयार कराऊंगा कि लगभग उसी लेवल का बच्चा तैयार हो जाए जिस तरह का एग्जाम में आता है। फिलहाल आप डिक्टेशन लिखेंगे कॉमन वर्ड के पार्ट 2D से, और डिक्टेशन जो है आपको 2 दिन डिक्टेट रितिका करेगी इस टाइम पर, सुबह के टाइम पे। मैं इनको गाइड कर दूँगा क्या क्या कंटेंट मैं तैयार करके जाऊँगा, सारा का सारा टेस्ट वगैरह जो मैं बनाता हूँ वो बना के जाऊँगा प्रॉपरली। मैं 2 दिन 3 दिन नहीं हूँ यहाँ पे, मतलब कल तारीख है, कल तो मैं क्लास लूँगा सुबह वाली, दोपहर वाली क्लास ये लेगी, और फिर उसमें से एक दिन शायद ऑफ रहेगा, 31 या 1 में से देखता हूँ कौन से वाला ऑफ है। और बाकी 2 दिन 31 या वो सॉरी 1 या 2 को, 3 तारीख का सैटरडे है, 4 का संडे है, 5 से मैं कंटिन्यू सारी क्लासेज में मैनेज करूँगा खुद से। ठीक है, आप इनको डिक्टेशन डिक्टेट करेंगे। लिस्ट की जगह गैप देके चलेंगे। हाँ, इसको करना है आपको 8.5 पे, 8.5 मिनट के आसपास, और नेक्स्ट वाले करना है 10.5 पे।
Ready? Started. Sir, what has happened to the parliamentary law which says that even before 48 hours they have to be blocked? All this is in their law. In 2004, when I was in this house, I gave a statement after the last election in favor of the commission. It was widely published. I called upon the Supreme Court. I said that the Supreme Court should look afresh at the exit poll issue. When that happened and we were blocked for the first time, we had to suffer this crazy situation. Immediately after the elections, I did speak to the country again and again. Even now, I say that this is a serious matter. I call upon all the political parties to sit together, think about it, and correct this. Otherwise, you are not having a fair election. This is where the matter unfortunately remains. Of course, today all parties are saying it, but I had to ask the political parties, why are you not going to the Supreme Court? In other matters, every day you take an expensive lawyers. Why don't you all go and make a noise there that we want it heard, we want it decided? This is what I asked the political parties, and it is something they have to think about. Now, again in April 2009, there was a hearing and the commission went there. People argued and fought hard and said, please decide, please do something. They did not get, I am afraid, what comfort they should have got, and I was a little surprised. This is the Attorney General list. I do not know where he is taking the position. I mean, it is a little bit on one side. I thought the Attorney General should be supporting the Commission and should be fighting, saying that decide this matter, my lords. But I am afraid his position here is, as I read from the papers, he is standing half neutral on a side, if I can say that. All cuttings are here and I can't understand his position. Everybody takes a technicality that we have to have a law. Imagine the law ministry and the attorney general taking this kind of a position, saying that we need a law. If commission puts guidelines or somebody passes a law, then you could block these gentlemen or try to block them. The law is there since 1996. The Basic Justice Law of India is there. The Constitution is in support of it and we had done it. But the Commission keeps on pleading and they are getting nowhere. So, what I would like to say is that this matter should be pushed and taken up in my eyes. The government, the law ministry, and the attorney general should do it. They should try to get it resolved quickly. The political parties should go there and take it up. Then they will get an early hearing. The political parties of India cannot be refused. It won't be that easy. but I don't know why they are not doing it. I believe we need it to have fair elections. One of the things was raised by the honorable members here, and I think that thing should be discussed by us. And that is about the law. When we were discussing about the laws which are used to control the unlawful activities in the country, two kinds of views were expressed. According to one view, the law should be deterrent and stringent. But according to the other view, the law should not be so deterrent, so stringent, and so difficult to enforce that the laws themselves would be utilized by some persons to perpetrate some kind of terrorism against you. These were the two kinds of views. My friend here was very eloquent in saying, try to protect the human rights and do not make laws like POTA. But then from the other side, a plea was made that POTA is necessary. A law like POTA is necessary. We should have something like that on the statute book. Without having that kind of a thing on the statute book, it will be difficult. My submission is that the truth lies in between the two extreme positions. It is necessary that we should laws, but it is also necessary that if the laws are not humane, they can be misused also. Instead of solving the problem, they can make the problem more difficult to solve. If an innocent man is harassed or is imprisoned, he and his family members are going to be very angry. They can turn into a hostile section of the society. They can become very angry with the government. Just to get a trunk call connected, you had to wait for hours together, for days together to connect. But now you can send an SMS within the fraction of a second and you can communicate to anybody right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. There are different political parties. Although regional political parties are there, some of them contest elections in the whole of India. With these developments, don't you feel that we should come out with a new comprehensive version of the Representation of the People Act? Okay, it's about of 10 minutes at the speed of 80. Ready? Start. Mr. Speaker, sir, the motion of thanks moved by the Prime Minister regarding Joint Parliamentary Committee for demand of a Lokpal is a new beginning. The problem has been sorted out with a spirit and it should be accepted with the same spirit. The President, in the beginning of her address, did not praise the government. She made a mention about the difficulties which has to be faced by everybody during the last year. The whole country has been concerned about the inflation. The extremist violence has been a matter of concern in several states, including Jammu and Kashmir. No compromise will be made in the matter of corruption. But this situation has a positive aspect also. No coalition government in this country has implemented such new and revolutionary programs as have been implemented by the coalition government of UPA. No system can be fully foolproof. Hence, there must be some shortcomings. These shortcomings have been accepted. The President talked about the steps to be taken to liberalize the import system in order to check inflation and also about providing essential commodities at cheaper prices through the public distribution system. Pulses and oilseeds are products which do not have some other alternative, therefore, their production must be increased. There is only one way that the farmers should be given incentives and means to increase production. The President has said that the farmers should get opportunity and facilities to sell their produce directly to the consumers so that they can get suitable price for their produce. The President has talked about the food security. The states are being consulted in this regard. The steps taken by the government, such as the right to information, Narega constitution of the group of ministers to take several measures against corruption, the procedure of electoral reforms, the resolution to take actions against the black money, the right to free and compulsory education are all historical steps. The government should be praised for it. The bill regarding reservation for women has been passed by Rajya Sabha and it is pending in Lok Sabha. Everybody has supported this bill and there is a differences of opinion about its procedure only. It will be better if a consensus is reached about this procedure also and the bill regarding reservation for women is passed. Sir, the parliament is a confluence of the sentiments of the entire country and the president's address itself is far reaching and wide in its ambit. It highlighted the problems such as the challenges of food inflation, corruption, income and gender inequality. The president is optimistic in respect of the effort made in the growth of this country. She referred to the social sector successes. She highlighted the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Program and the rising stature of India in the world. The mandate received by the UPA represented India's yearning for change, for a better life and prosperity, not just for our children's generation but also for our own generation. The country had seen and tasted the fruits of inclusive development programs undertaken by UPA and wanted those fruits to multiply and be shared by the last citizen of India in equality. The president's speech focuses on control of inflation, transparency in government's functioning, and sustenance of inclusive economic growth. As the Honorable President has said, probity and integrity should be resorted in public life. She exhorted to be vigilant with regard to internal and external security. She said that our foreign policy should be independent and beneficial for our country. The Honorable President has touched upon many important initiatives of the UPA government, particularly in respect of disadvantaged sections of the society, such as the poor, the downtrodden, women, children, Dalits, tribals, etc. Sir, our government is proud of its transparency. We have reiterated our commitment to fulfill the promises made in our manifesto to the people of this country. All the actions of this government are self-evident and accountable. I believe that corruption has flourished because we have never seen effective prosecution, immediate punishment, and immediate accountability. Corruption is not just an issue of ethical dimensions, it is anti poor. It exists not only in South Asia but also in rich and economically successful countries. Actually, the public servants exploit the helpless poor citizens. It is something that has to be rooted out totally from all South Asian societies. This government has taken innovative ways to fight corruption by passing a historic Right to Information Act. On a mere application, an ordinary citizen can access the most important information of the government. The credit for this must go the Congress President and to the Prime Minister. Now, sir, what is the lacuna? I give you small example. A person who is in the judicial custody cannot vote. A person who is in the jail cannot vote. But a person who is in the jail can contest. A person in the judicial custody can contest an election, but a person who is in the jail cannot vote. If a person is not entitled to vote, how can he contest? It is a simple thing. But the point is, when you change, you must apply your mind. The Election Commission has given you a lot of suggestions. Common word number 8 at the speed of 90.